What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you dream about is the version of you that refuses to step up? There comes a moment in every person's life when excuses become heavier than dreams. A moment when comfort feels safe but secretly becomes a prison. A moment when you realize that if you don't change something, nothing will ever change. That moment is not tomorrow. It is not next year. It is right now. You were not born to live average. You were not created to wake up, survive, complain, and sleep. You were built with potential so powerful that most people are afraid to even test theirs. The difference between those who win and those who watch is not talent. It is not luck. It is not background. It is a decision. A decision to rise when it's uncomfortable. A decision to move when it's painful. A decision to continue when everything inside you wants to quit. Understand this clearly. Nobody is coming to save you. There is no secret shortcut. No magical opportunity reserved only for special people. The world responds to energy, to effort, to relentless commitment. When you show up every single day with fire in your heart and discipline in your actions, doors open. Maybe slowly, maybe painfully, but they open. Pain is not your enemy. Comfort is. Pain forces growth. Comfort kills ambition. When you struggle, when you fail, when you feel like you are behind everyone else, that is not a sign to stop. That is a sign you are stretching beyond your old limits. Champions are not built in applause. They are built in isolation. In early mornings when nobody is watching. In late nights when excuses sound reasonable, but discipline speaks louder. Stop waiting to feel ready. You will never feel fully ready. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. They do not exist. The truth is simple. Clarity comes from action, not from overthinking. Confidence comes from doing, not from doubting. Every small step you take rewires your identity. Every promise you keep to yourself strengthens your self-respect. Look at your life honestly. Are you operating at full capacity, or are you negotiating with your potential? Because every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," you are voting for the weaker version of yourself. Every time you push through resistance, you are building the stronger one. The choice is daily. The battle is internal. And the reward is transformation. Fear will whisper that you are not good enough, that you are too late, too inexperienced, too broken. But fear is a liar. Growth requires risk. Success requires discomfort. And greatness demands sacrifice. If you want results that most people never have, you must be willing to do what most people will never do. Imagine yourself 1 year from today. One version stayed comfortable, avoided risks, delayed effort. That version feels regret. Now imagine the version who committed fully, who trained harder, learned more, took bold action. That version stands taller, speaks stronger, lives freer. Which one are you building starting today? This is your wake-up call, your reminder, your challenge. You have power, you have time, you have opportunity, but only if you decide to use them. Stop shrinking your dreams to match your current habits. Elevate your habits to match your dreams. And once you commit, commit completely. No half effort, no half belief, no half discipline. Because average effort creates average lives. And you were not born to be average. The truth about success is that it is not a lightning strike. It is a slow burn. It is built in habits nobody applauds and sacrifices nobody sees. People celebrate the victory, but they rarely understand the price that was paid long before the spotlight arrived. If you truly want to win, you must fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Motivation will inspire you, but discipline will transform you. There will be mornings when you feel tired, nights when doubt feels louder than belief, moments when quitting feels logical. In those moments, you must remember that feelings are temporary, but decisions are permanent. One powerful decision can change the direction of your entire life. You must train your mind the way athletes train their bodies. Feed it strong thoughts. Protect it from negativity. Refuse to let small failures define your identity. Failure is feedback. It is instruction. It is preparation. Every setback carries a lesson that success cannot teach. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "What is this teaching me?" That shift alone separates leaders from victims. Your environment matters. The voices around you matter. If you surround yourself with excuses, you will slowly become one. If you surround yourself with ambition, discipline becomes normal. Choose conversations that elevate you. Choose standards that challenge you. Choose goals that scare you just enough to force growth. Average environments create average thinking. Powerful environments create powerful action. There will be seasons of loneliness on this journey. Not everyone will understand your hunger. Not everyone will support your evolution. Some people are comfortable with the version of you that plays small. When you start demanding more from yourself, it makes others uncomfortable. Let them be uncomfortable. Growth is not about pleasing everyone. It is about becoming who you were meant to be. Time is your most valuable asset. You cannot pause it. You cannot negotiate with it. You can only invest it. Every hour wasted on doubt is an hour stolen from your potential. Every hour invested in learning, building, improving, and executing compounds over time. Small daily improvements may feel insignificant, but consistency turns small actions into unstoppable momentum. Do not underestimate the power of belief. When you believe deeply enough, your behavior changes automatically. You walk differently. You speak differently. You decide differently. Belief fuels courage, and courage creates opportunity. The world often mirrors the level of certainty you carry within yourself. If you hesitate constantly, life hesitates with you. If you move with conviction, doors begin to respond. Understand this clearly. You are capable of far more than you have proven so far. Your past does not limit you unless you allow it to. Your mistakes do not disqualify you unless you quit. Your circumstances do not define you unless you surrender. Responsibility is power. The moment you take full ownership of your results, you reclaim control of your future. So stand up mentally. Draw a line between your old habits and your new standards. Decide that today marks the end of excuses and the beginning of execution. Promise yourself that no matter how slow progress feels, you will not stop. Not when it's hard. Not when it's boring. Not when nobody claps. Because one day, the discipline you practice in private will produce results that speak loudly in public. One day, the pain you endure will become the strength you display. One day, the version of you that refused to quit will thank you for staying strong. And when that day comes, you will not just have success. You will have earned it.